In Lesson 2, you saw a C hand shape used to describe a headline going across a page. In the following story, C hand shapes are used to describe the shape of a bench. I took my 2 children and went to the park. I sat on a bench, and you were shown the shape of the bench, and then it was fingerspelled, and watched the children play. Fascinated. Fascinated. Swimming. Swimming. Translated fairly literally, it happened that I was fascinated by a mother carefully explaining, watch how the sign explain was made, carefully explaining to her children about swimming. Here is the sign explain in its basic form. Now to explain carefully. The mother said, "Can't," or "You can't, the water is cold." Previously it was stated that the mother was explaining about swimming to her children. As a result, it's clear that the mother is saying can't about going swimming. That is, the sign can't is a direct quote from the mother to the children. To shake one's head meaning no. Here is how a determined adult might be described when he shakes his head no. Here is how a spoiled child might be described. The basic form of the sign beg. Beg. Now for the form of the sign meaning to keep on begging. The children didn't change. That is, they stayed the same. They shook their heads no, and they begged and said, "Please, please, please." The woman had 4 children. She, the mother, gave in. The basic sign jump when you're talking about a person jumping. Jump. There's a form of this sign that means jump for joy. The beginning and end of the sign is the same as the basic form of the sign. The difference is in the size and rhythm of the sign, the wiggling of the fingers, and the facial expression. You have already seen the sign pay. You may encounter an initialized version of this sign using a P handshake. You will see this version in the story. The sign for kid or kids. Kids. You may also see the sign in this form. Here are both versions of the sign. Excited, excited. The kids jumped for joy. They were excited. The children went to the pool, paid, and went in. The kids ran and jumped with excitement into the water. I hope you noticed the way the children jumped into the pool. Not the basic form of the sign, jump from one place to another, but the sign to jump with excitement from one place to another. Listen. Listen. Sure enough, the water was cold. The mother said, "Well, I told you, you refused to listen." Later, the kids got out of the swimming pool. It looked like they stayed in the pool about 15 minutes. Ooh, a waste of money. To check. To check. I looked around to check my children to make sure, and sure was fingerspelled, to make sure they were okay. I saw my boy running and playing with other kids. My daughter was playing with twin, that was fingerspelled, twin girls. Confused. Confused. She was confused and came up to me, quote, "Am I a twin?" It isn't necessary to say "she said" or "she asked me" before the direct quote, "Am I a twin?" You simply use the one hand shape to show the girl came up to me and follow it with a direct quote of what she said. I laughed. "No, no, no. The twins are the same age, 4 and 4. You are 4 and your brother is 2. There's quite a bit of variation in the sign for birthday, depending on the region of the country. In this lesson you will see birthday signed like this. Birthday. Pointing and then signing girl refers to the twin girls. The twin girls have the same birthday. Your birthday is in October, O-C-T. Your brother's birthday is in August, A-U-G. You see? They're not the same. She seemed satisfied and went to play with the twins. Later, my daughter came up to me and told me she wanted a twin brother and sister. I told her, no, I have you and your brother, that's all. The sign finish here means that's all. Also notice the sign no. It can be made in different ways. For example, in response to, are you going out tonight, one could answer, that repetition of the sign no is like no, 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 no. Can I have a twin brother and sister? An emphatic no. My daughter was mad. She didn't understand. Fascinated. Swim. To shake your head no. Beg. Jump. To jump for joy. Pay. Kids. Excited. Listen. Check. Confused. Birthday.